Hello again. Chapter 4, Managing Customer Data to Gain Customer Insights. It's very important that we understand our customers' needs and wants. I think Amazon does a wonderful, splendid job of this. For instance, what they'll do is I'm sure we all have experienced this. We'll find that if we've made a number of purchases online, the next time we sign in, they'll say, hey, last time you tried this product, maybe you'll like this one next time. So again, we're just managing that customer data. They are actually looking at the information that we have, our current or previous purchases, and as a result of that, make predictive make predictions about products that we may want to purchase in the future. And today we will focus primarily on CRM, customer relationship management. And what is it? It's nothing more than it's a software product. It's a software tool. And what we can do now is capture everything that we need about the customer so that we can enhance the relationship between us and the customer. Good thing about it is that, again, it's just software. So I'll give you an example. When I first started in sales, we would write everything down on our own notepad. And then we'd have a lot of notes about our customers. If I left a company and moved to another company, the company that I left would be in a dearth of maybe in a bad situation because all the information about the customer is now in my notebooks and I've left the company. But now with the CRM system and the software product, the sales rep myself, I can still have that information, but at the same time, it's being stored in a central repository. And also now we'll find that we have other aspects of the business that have access to that as well. In the past, what would happen? I would tell my manager that our customers are asking for some type of unique upgrade or some type of new add-on, if you will. I would send that up to my manager. My manager would then, I would do that maybe once a month. My manager would then once a month or once a quarter meet with their manager, share that information, and then they would share the information with someone else at another time. And so there's a great lag then. The market is so dynamic today, it's moving so fast, we can't wait 8 or 9 months or 10 months or a year to determine what the customer's needs are. So today, when I'm making a call, I'll enter it into the software program, and then we have our sales teams, marketing teams, our research and development, the individuals that are producing new products for the future. They all can see immediately what customers are saying, and as a result of that, they can make their plans or change their plans. And so CRM again just breaks down silos because now we have the marketing team, the sales team, the customer service, research and development. Everyone's looking at the same information and they're hearing the same story. And the good thing about it is that now this information, I'm entering information, and all the other, let's say 700 sales reps are entering information as well. The good thing about that is that from a management perspective, I actually can identify trends or patterns, relationships, things of that sort. And then I can actually adjust my sales efforts, my marketing efforts to address the customer's changing and dynamic needs and wants. And so the good thing about this, though, is that we have all this information, and we're ingesting all this information about our customer. But now we have it, and we have all this information. It's called big data. And now what we'll have with CRM will allow us to go in and extract that information using data analytics, so that we have the information we need. For instance, I might say that we have all this information up there. I'd like to take a look at everyone who's contemplating making a purchase decision in the next 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, whatever it might be. I have a customer list right there. And then I have also the information about what their wants are, needs are, what their personal preferences are as well. So we have all that information. But, it costs money. We have a CRM system, the software, the hardware and software to run that costs money. And so we need to determine, first of all, will the revenue from CRM exceed the higher costs of collecting, maintaining, and mining all this new information? If it does, that's great. If it doesn't, we need to rethink our CRM deployment options. And are we committed to the customer-centric data that CRM is going to provide us. A lot of people still want to utilize old paper and pencils and whatever it might be. The key, though, is CRM. We're placing the information in. If management buys off, and if they are saying we want to follow this, they're 100% behind it, the people under them, or the sales reps, the teams under them, will follow accordingly. So the advantages when we're extracting information, maybe I can determine lifestyle, life stage segmentation. If I'm an automobile, let's say I'm selling Mercedes-Benz, and then maybe someone's purchased a vehicle for me in the last 3 or 4 years, maybe what I can do, obviously, what I should be doing is contacting them, communicate with them on an ongoing basis. But after 3 or 4 years, most people may be getting a little tired of their vehicles. And so I may then start taking a look at maybe all of my customers that purchase a vehicle for me the last 3 or 4 years or 5 years, whatever the time frame is. And then maybe I can have more of a concerted effort to communicate with those customers. And then we take a look also at the customer lifestyle, lifetime value, the customer lifetime value. Every product that's out there has a customer lifetime value associated with, or what they consider to be a CLV. And that customer lifetime value means over the course of your life, how much money do they anticipate you spending with them? I know for Kleenex, if I remember correctly, it was about $964. So over the course of your life, Kleenex believes that everyone in the United States will spend approximately $1,000. 320 million people in America, that gives you a pretty good spend rate, right? Or revenue rate. Then overall, so I can use the CRM also to extract information regarding segments. Individuals that are, or companies perhaps that are, that let's say their leases are running out on their current equipment in the next 6 months. Maybe a good time to speak with them. Whatever it might be, I can extract that information from CRM, run reports on it, and then be able to have information, current information, from the system immediately in my pocket. So in the past, all we did in computers, we just captured their name, their address, telephone number, and that was about it. Today, it's much more detailed. And so everything about the relationship should be tracked. I have birthdays. I have what I'm going to do because I'm building a relationship. And the sales that I was responsible for were, as I said, 500,000, could be $5 million. I think the largest sale I ever made was about $5 million. But the point is that with CRM, I now can have a campaign addressed to that. So I know that maybe the person that purchased that $5 million system for me, it was a 3-year lease. I then know after year 2, I can run a report, a CRM report, says these are the customers that have leases that are expiring in the next X number of months. I then can again have hyper focus on those customers, and I can track those customers. So, and also we can use predictive models based upon what their purchases have been in the past. I have a pretty good idea of predicting, or I have a pretty good way of predicting what their next purchase may be and when it will be as well. And so what's good about that is that relationships are important, but my time is important also. I need to judiciously utilize my time. It's got to be effective. So if I have a customer, my $5 million customer, I'm going to maintain that relationship with them. I don't have to see them every day, but I'll be in contact with them. But if someone has purchased maybe $100 system for me, or let's say it's $100 whatever accessory for me, and that's all they purchased, I'll stay in contact with them, but obviously not as frequently as I might with some of my larger customers. I don't want to negate the relationship from the small purchase, because that could certainly grow into a larger purchase as well. But right now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time with them, the same amount of time that I'm going to spend with them as I would spend with someone who is spending hundreds of thousands of dollars with me. So, and then when we look at this information also, those predictive models will tell me, well, my customer switched to a competitor. When? What should I be concerned? Who will buy which of our products? And for my customers, which one will they buy next? And where should we locate our next store, right? We can use all the information now within CRM to help us with that, because it's the information that it's storing is information about the customer's needs, desires, their plans. Maybe we see that a number of customers now, like I live in Greensboro, and now we find that Greensboro is turning into a bit of a hub. Boom, supersonic, a supersonic jet's going to be made here. Honda Jet is headquartered here. We have FedEx has a large transportation facility here as well. So it's a lot of different things that are coming up. So if I'm looking at that information, and Toyota is building, I believe, a $1.2 billion electric battery plant here as well for EVs. So if I'm looking at that, and maybe my product is congruent with some of those other ones, maybe I want to move to some other locations. So again, it's telling me the CRM information is helping us run our business more effectively and more efficiently. And then the good thing about all this is that the CRM philosophy really aligns the company around its customers. That relationship, as I said, is key. My goal was to have a lifetime customer. And so I need to know everything about them. With my customers, I know their birthdays, I know their kids' birthdays, the names of their kids, their pets. I know where they go on vacation. I know what their favorite meals are. I know all those things, right? Because I've captured that information and I've gathered that information over a period of time. The good thing about all this, though, is that now, rather than keeping information or maintaining information on paper, it's now inside the system. And once inside the system, I can extract the information from wherever I may be. I'm not lugging book pads around with me anymore. It's all I can enter information via my Android or iPhone device. Very, very helpful. So anyway, I just wanted you to be aware that that's chapter 3 in a nutshell. Data mining. Again, we're going to use that CRM philosophy. This is the wave of the future. Customers are using this, and today there are hundreds of CRM companies that are available today, but that meet the needs of smaller customers, medium-sized customers, and enterprise-wide customers as well. So it's all there. The good thing about it is that you know now about CRM. Remember, it's a software product. You enter the information. It's in a centralized repository, and everyone has access to it. That's all I have for you on chapter 3.